Have you ever been really hungry but you didn't feel like cooking because you felt like cooking would take a whole bunch of extra time? And so you go out and you grab something to eat, fast food, sit down at a restaurant, or you order something on an app. But at the end of the day, a lot of the times when we go out to eat, instead of taking 30 minutes or so and cooking, we actually take more time in our process of going out than we do staying home. And so we like, though, the psychological effect of being in motion, having activity. So I'm hungry, so I'm going out, and you feel like you're going to get it quicker because you're doing something, but in reality it's taking you longer. And so that really relates to how we perceive God in prayer. We don't like spending time with God. We'd rather do something that makes it feel like we're moving, or we're in some activity. We like to be deceived by this concept of motion. So we'll wait for things that take time, that allow us to feel like we're doing something. So we'd rather wait on, pastor or a leader before we go and pray for ourselves. We'd rather, phone a friend before we sit down in the Word ourselves. And so we'd rather, spend time watching TV, or wallow in our own thoughts, or wallow in our own emotions, rather than going to God and taking that time and waiting on Him. Because the fact of the matter is, God doesn't always speak back immediately, and sometimes when God speaks back to us, we don't really like what we hear, and it takes so much time. And so we'd rather do things that make us feel better about our lives, because at least we're moving, at least we're going. But you need to understand that motion is not synonymous with progress. And so God is concerned about our lack of patience with waiting on Him. And so we wait for everything else. We wait for things that make us feel a certain way, but we don't want to wait on God. We don't want to have that relationship with Him where we wait on Him and we rely on Him and we trust Him to respond to us and give us the answers that we need. And so waiting on God is something that you need to master in this season. It's a discipline that you need to partake in. The word of the Lord for you today is wait on God in prayer. Don't be in such a rush to just, check things off. And the Lord was speaking to me today, and He was saying people, they devalue prayer. It's the last thing on their agenda. It's the last thing that they do. They give me the last part of themselves when they're sleeping, when they're tired, and they just give me their lack. They never give me the fullness of who they are, or what they have. And so God wants us to give our whole self over to Him. And so we can't put prayer on the back burner. We can't put God on the back burner. We have to spend time with Him. And a lot of the prayers that we've been praying will be answered when we actually give God space and time to speak back to us. So the word of the Lord for today: wait on Him.